Paramount doesn't want them either. And honestly, can you blame them? The Meghan and Harry media dream is unraveling fast, much faster than anyone expected. Remember when they stepped away from the royal family? People were stunned. Wow, they're really doing it, we thought. They had the world's attention, the public's sympathy, and a once-in-a-lifetime shot at building something massive. But now, that buzz is gone, vanished. Netflix ghosted them. No statement, no goodbye. Just silence. And in Hollywood, silence is louder than any press release. When the Netflix deal was first announced, it felt like the beginning of a media empire, a $100 million deal. That's not startup money, that's you better deliver money. Everyone expected powerful documentaries, inspiring series, content that would shift the narrative. They were supposed to prove they were more than royal drama. But the hype, it fizzled. Quick. Their docuseries lacked staying power. The Invictus Games project didn't land the way they hoped, and behind the scenes, Netflix was watching every metric. And it wasn't just one bad project. Insiders started talking. Archwell, their production company, was reportedly a mess. Poor communication, creative confusion, staff constantly coming and going. The polished image Meghan and Harry tried to sell just didn't match the reality. And in streaming, image matters, but consistency is everything. Netflix had to cut risky ventures, and sadly, the Sussexes were one of them. And let's not forget the Spotify disaster. Their podcast deal collapsed publicly. Archetypes was supposed to be Meghan's big comeback, her shot at a meaningful platform outside the royal bubble. Instead, it barely made it through one season. Spotify execs straight up said it didn't meet expectations. One flop is forgivable. Two, that's a pattern. And when both involve the same people, you stop blaming the platform and start questioning the stars. Now they're floating the idea of a deal with Paramount Plus. But here's the thing, Paramount isn't desperate. They've seen the headlines. They know what they'd be signing up for. Two media personalities with a mixed track record, inflated expectations, and a fan base growing more skeptical by the day. This isn't about fame anymore. It's about trust. Can Meghan and Harry actually deliver? Because here's the truth. They had the advantage. They walked away from Buckingham Palace with full control of their story. Most celebrities never get that chance. But they lost it. Their messaging got murky. Their content felt hollow. The audience noticed, and Hollywood definitely noticed. You can't build an empire on buzz. Eventually, the content has to speak. And right now, there's a lot of talk, but not much else. Reports say Meghan's back to pitching lifestyle shows, maybe another podcast, maybe something unscripted. But in this industry, momentum is everything, and pitching from a place of desperation, that's a tough sell. Let's be real. The Netflix door didn't just close, it slammed shut. Quietly, firmly. Season 2 of their docuseries, canceled, no statement, no polite goodbye, just gone. And when your own platform refuses to continue your personal story, that's not just rejection, that's a reputation killer. For a couple that once mastered image control, this kind of invisible breakup hurts the most. Meghan especially has always been surgical with her public persona, polished appearances, carefully timed interviews, strategic branding. But this silence is the story. It screams louder than any headline. This isn't just a show getting dropped, it's a message to future collaborators, to investors, to platforms. The shine has worn off. There was a time when just attaching Meghan and Harry to a project guaranteed buzz. But now, producers see risk, not reward. Netflix is out, Spotify is gone, and Paramount is hesitant. That's not coincidence, that's a trajectory. Meghan is reportedly pivoting again, back to that curated influencer vibe. Wellness, lifestyle, maybe a brand. But regaining trust after public failure, that's hard. Audiences aren't blind, they remember, and they're tired of PR gloss wrapped around half-finished ideas. And Harry, he's in a tougher spot. Without a clear identity beyond the royal story, he's become the supporting act in his own narrative. His name still draws attention, sure, but attention isn't the same as influence. Here's the hard truth. There's still value in the Sussex brand, but only if it's rebuilt from scratch. That means real transparency, less polish, more truth, substance over spectacle. Because right now, all the world sees are two high-profile figures desperately clinging to a media empire that's no longer working. And the most tragic part, they had it. The platform, the people, the sympathy. They could have rewritten the entire narrative. But instead, they built a media kingdom on shallow buzz and brand deals. And Hollywood? Hollywood doesn't reward that forever. With Netflix gone, Spotify finished, and Paramount on the fence, this might be their last roll of the dice. And if this next project fails, or worse, never gets greenlit, it won't just be the end of a deal. It could be the end of their credibility. Because this isn't just a rough patch. It's the unraveling of a crown they tried to craft in California, and it's slipping straight through their fingers.